Hello everyone. Good evening all of you. I hope you all are doing good in your lives. In previous videos I have talked about some important questions, or I can say model questions for upcoming OT technician exams. In this particular video I am going to talk about some important golden rules of anesthesia. This is very important topic, especially for OT technicians, otherwise also. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about golden rules of anesthesia. So what are these golden rules? So here is mnemonic for these rules, so you can easily remember them. A stands for assessment and preparation of the patient. N stands for nil per oral. E stands for equipment and drugs. S stands for suction should be working. T stands for tipping table. H stands for venous access should be available, or you can say have a vein open. E stands for evaluate vital signs of the patient, and S stands for somebody for help. I stands for intubation, and A stands for airway should be clear. So this is the mnemonic anesthesia. Let's see one by one. So first one is assessment and preparation of the patient. So before carrying out any procedure or any surgery, a thorough assessment of patient is very necessary in order to eradicate any possibility of complications, or at least we can minimize the possibility of any further complications. So a thorough pre-operative assessment is done, which is also known as pre-anesthesia checkup. Patient preparation is done in terms of psychology, hygiene, part preparation, etc. First and foremost thing is patient's identification data should be checked in regard to their name, their guardian's name, husband name, father name, or whatsoever is applicable. Then MRD number or hospital registration number of the patient, diagnosis of the patient, surgery to be planned, any investigations, these all things should be checked. Then patients need to be prepared. Part preparation should be done according to the surgery which has to be carried out. Then person's medical surgical history should be taken in regards to any particular allergies to any blood products or any medications. Then all essential diagnostic tests are done in relation to particular surgery, like various blood tests are done, then a chest x-ray is done, and other specific investigations are carried out. Like if patient has to undergo laminectomy surgery, which is surgery of spine, then a CT scan or MRI report of patient is must. Let's move on to next golden rule. Nil per oral. Patient is advised to keep empty stomachs. It is very important, at least for 12 hours, patient is empty stomach. This is done to minimize complications and gastric problems. Sorry for this spelling mistake. Essential medications can be taken on doctor's advice. If any essential medication person is taking, then on the day of surgery, person can take those medications only under the doctor's advice. So patient is advised not to take any fluids or any food after midnight. Let's see the next golden rule. Equipments and drugs. This is very important. Before initiation of surgery, it is responsibility of anesthesia technician or OT technician and all other staff members. All the anesthetic equipments are cross-checked and assembled there, and they should be in working condition. It should not happen that surgery is commenced or anesthesia is commenced and we found whether laryngoscope bulb is not working or some drugs are not there. It should not happen. Anesthesia machine checks should be done, whether gas is there or not, all the valves are functioning properly. Then anesthesia drug should be arranged and prepared as per the need. Various anesthesia drugs and gases depending upon the patient's age, type of surgery, they should be arranged beforehand. Next, suction should be working. If patient has to undergo general anesthesia, suction apparatus should be in working condition. Suction catheter of suitable size should be used. Before commencing anesthesia, working condition of suction machine should be checked. Tipping table. While giving anesthesia to the patient should be on a tipping table. Tipping table is such a table which can be molded at various parts. Like here you can see this table can be done upside, then down in downward direction can be turned, then it can be bent from this foot end, stirrups are there, then arm bends are there. So this is tipping table which is preferred for anesthetizing the patient. Next, venous access should be available. Obviously, IV intravenous anesthetic agents needs to be administered to the patient. So a working cannula, peripheral cannula or central line depending upon the surgery is maintained prior to the surgery. And size of cannula should be between 16 to 18 as during the surgery a great amount of fluid or blood products need to be infused. Therefore, a large bore cannula is needed. Next, evaluation of vital signs of the patient. This is important. Before the surgery, vital signs of the patient are checked, and if any discrepancy or any abnormality is found in those vital signs, it is not good for the surgery, and we need to make the patient comfortable, and vital signs should be as stable as possible. So, in vital signs, mainly heart rate, blood pressure, oxygen saturation, respiration, and temperature, these all contents are checked. Then next, somebody for help. While administering anesthesia, it is not work of a single person. Another person should be there to help. Next, intubation. While giving general anesthesia to the patient needs to be intubated. So a proper size endotracheal tube is required. It should be arranged beforehand. Like if a 1 year old child or 6 month old child is going to be operated, then a suitable size ET tube should be present there, and accordingly the laryngoscope and its blade. Next, patency of airway should be maintained. So, in order to have good outcomes of the surgery and good outcomes of anesthesia, airway patency should be maintained. Otherwise, respiratory failure can occur. Anesthetic gases does not go properly into the lungs of the patient. So overall, it can increase the duration of the surgery. It will cause greater requirement of the anesthetic agent, which is not good for the patient's body as well as for the staff members. So these are some important golden rules of anesthesia you should keep in mind. Thank you so much for listening, and please subscribe our channel. And if you like this video, please share with your friends. Thank you so much.